Hey, welcome back. So if you're new to my channel, my name's Ashley. So I'm going to do, as you can see from the title down below, I'm going to do my first impressions on the Infallible Total Cover Foundation. So I picked this up, it says it's a full coverage long wear foundation. I picked it up in 10 Porcelain. I think there was an 09 shade as well, and I can't remember what it was called. My skin just kind of had a little breakout, so I thought, well, why not? We got a few little spots because my face was doing good for a while. So I wanted to try it out, but I also got the L'Oreal Infallible Foundation Blender. It's just their black dupe kind of thing for the Beauty Blender or the Real Techniques blender. I'm just gonna take it out and show you guys. And it's more like the Real Techniques because it has a flat side, which I hope you can see. It's flat on this side and then it's rounded everywhere else. It's got a nice point, which I'm feeling it's gonna be good for getting right in there. So I'm gonna go wet this, and I'm not gonna prime my face or anything with this foundation. This is just my first impressions on how it applies. I'm gonna apply half the side of my face with this sponge, which feels quite dense. The other half of my face, I'm gonna use my favorite foundation brush ever, which is the Blank Canvas F20 brush, to stipple and just see if one gives more coverage than the other or if it applies better with one over the other. So I'll be right back. All right, so let's get going. It's in a squeezy tube and you do get 35 grams. So it seems like the standard. Now L'Oreal has the L'Oreal 24-hour one in the bottle. You get 30 milliliters in that one. They also brought out the Infallible 24-hour matte foundation. I did get this in Porcelain. I have the darker shade as well. It is 35 milliliters. So I don't know why this one says grams. I think it's the same though. It's the same size as the Infallible matte one. And they also have the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow, which I actually bought in Canada. Don't think they ever brought this one to Ireland and UK. I don't really know why. I think they should. I do think the other ones are really nice. My favorite of them probably is just the normal L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour, but I have mine in vanilla and it's just a bit too dark, so I have to get a different shade. Let's apply the foundation. Oh, it's kind of thick. I have seen first impressions on this foundation because I didn't really want to waste my money, but I'm gonna try that much first, so a bit of a squeeze, and I'm gonna try it. This side is going to be the sponge side. I'm like all over the place today, I'm so sorry. Okay, it's like thickish. So now I'm just going to kind of just apply. Okay. I have seen reviews on this, or not reviews, but like first impressions. Okay. And I really wanted to try it with this sponge because it is a L'Oreal product, so. Okay. So that is the full, pretty much the full swatch placed. I like how this bounces. I feel like you can really get into the corner. I am using the flat side because I have, it does say somewhere, a unique sponge for precision and even application and an airbrushed finish. It says, pro tip, use the flat side for seamless application and use the round side for buildable coverage. And then for precise application to use the pointy end, which I knew. So that is one side of my face done. Now I have a spot here and it covered it okay. I would say this is like, sorry, I have to look a little bit closer. It's definitely light enough. I feel like it's actually lighter than my skin, which is always good because we'll see if it oxidizes. Usually foundations, when I put them on, they're already too dark and I have to blend. I feel like the sponge put it on really, really nice. I actually really like this. So yeah, that is the first application with the sponge. Now I'm just gonna build up, just on the few little spots that I have. I'm just gonna put a little bit more out, barely anything. And I'm gonna use the rounded bottom, I guess, because it says that's for building. I'm definitely impressed. I'll have a closer look in a second. I'm just gonna apply now with the brush on the other side. Again, I'm gonna apply a bit to my hand, around the same amount. I'm just gonna stipple it on. I love this foundation brush a lot. Sorry, I'm just going to apply some of this that's on my finger. To my face. Sorry, I'm like kind of all over the place, but I have some on my finger and I'm trying to get it off. Okay. Just gonna take a good look with the mirror here in a second. Okay, that was about the same amount applied to both sides, and I really, by looking from a distance, I do feel this side is definitely more flawless and more covered. It applied well with both things, but I actually think I prefer the sponge side just that wee bit more. I think it just made it a little more flawless, a little more full coverage. This, to me, is not full coverage. I feel like this is a medium coverage foundation. It hides my spots decently well, so maybe it's a high medium, but I wouldn't put this to full coverage. So I'm gonna go apply my foundation and then give you my final thoughts after it's been sitting on the face. It feels like it's pretty much set as well. Like this side is definitely set, so it doesn't take forever to set either. All right, so I am back. I have let this kind of sit, did my makeup, and just wanted to come back and give you guys my first full impression of like what I think about this foundation. So on the back it says coverage is high. I definitely don't agree at all. I feel like it's a medium coverage foundation. Finish matte, I would say yes, it's pretty matte, but I wouldn't say it's like, whoa, your skin is flat out matte. Now, I have highlighter on my cheek, so that's the glow. So you want to kind of look here and like my forehead. Camera's making it look a little shinier from the light, but it is pretty matte in real life. And I do feel like it covers quite nicely, but it's definitely not a high coverage. So yeah, because I have a spot here and you can kind of still see it. So that's kind of sad because I was really hoping it would be full coverage, but like I said, I only put one layer and then just put a little more on spots. So I didn't do 2 layers. I feel like it would get cakey if I put 2 layers on because it is that kind of thicker mousse feeling. The color is 10 Porcelain. I do think it is really quite good. I think it matches my neck really, really well. It didn't really oxidize at all, which is really good because I hate when I put a foundation on and it's like, it's light-ish and then you put it on and then it goes like completely different color, and then I'm out in public and I have like, my neck here is completely different from here, and then my face, because I didn't realize it was gonna oxidize so much. So that's been embarrassing a few times being pale. But I do really like it. I definitely recommend applying it with the L'Oreal foundation blender. This beauty blender is gorge. The sponge blender, I shouldn't call it a beauty blender, the sponge blender from L'Oreal, the foundation blender, is really, really nice. I really liked it. I did try using it for concealer and I felt like it was okay for concealer. I feel like it did blend it all right, so that's pretty good. And you can really get in because it's really pointy into there. But I don't have like a big face, but I don't have a small face. So the way it looks now, I'm happy with it. It hasn't really settled into any fine lines. I've had this on for about 45 minutes now. I do like the finish of it. I do think it looks really nice. Sorry about my crazy hair. So that is my first impressions. Would I recommend this foundation? I think it's okay if you have like combinational skin maybe. If you have really dry skin, I would stay clear because I did have a few patches of dryness down here and it did cling a little bit. If you have oily skin, this might work okay. I don't know because I don't have super oily skin, so I don't know. Sometimes I get a little oily around my nose, but yeah, I just think it's a decent foundation. That's just my first impressions though, so I will do a full review if you guys want to see that. Let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sure this video is way too long. Hopefully I can make it shorter. If you want to see more foundation reviews, let me know which foundations you'd like me to try. I might already have some in there that I forgot to do a review on. Let me know If there's any new foundations out that you'd like to see me try, I want to try the new Bourjois Healthy Mix, I believe it is. I had the old one, so I want to try the new one and compare maybe, or do something like a review or first impressions of it, because I really like the old one, so hopefully I will really like the new one. So thank you so much. Until next time, please remember to thumbs up and also subscribe and hit the notification button so you get to know when my videos are uploaded, because sometimes YouTube doesn't put them in your subscription box. I know, because that's happened to me. So thank you so much. Until next time, take care, guys.